Yeah, it's been stinking hot this week, so we've been working. Oh man, we've been finishing early because it's so freaking hot.
Is your work outside? Like I thought you were in the
Yeah, so
house.
so I'm all over the place. So right now we're
Oh,
finishing up a fence, a custom fence and pergola build, and then we move to the front facade. So we're
right.
just wrapping up the backyard. So we've been
I
out
see.
in
Yeah, you sent a
that.
picture of that fence. That thing looked real fancy there.
It was pretty good. Yeah, it turned out
That's
really
some
well.
good. That's some good craftsmanship. I can
That's
appreciate
it.
that. If I
It,
had to
it
put up
takes
a
a
fence in
while.
my backyard, I would just buy one of those, like the
Prefab.
PVC ones,
Yeah,
the plastic ones that never go bad. That's what I would put up.
for sure, and that's the option that people have. But
Yeah.
yeah, and there's like there's Savage Mark twos and there's Voodoo V22s, right? There's room
Yeah, I
for
would
all
buy
of
I
that.
would buy the Savage Mark II fence in the fence world.
Precision, yeah, you'd go Savage Precision, V22
Yeah.
Precision chassis. Yeah, I get it though. Yeah,
It would be the PVC with like the
yeah,
faux wood grain in it.
that's right. Simulated full grain.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. So what I love about the projects is they're custom. So none of the stuff that we do is off the shelf. So
That's
it's a
cool.
collaborative process, and then we bring it to reality, which is nice.
Yeah.
So
No, that's
yeah,
really cool.
so
Yeah, the picture you showed me, like the craftsmanship is just amazing. Our fence, like I think it's cedar, like just a basic
yeah,
whatever cedar planks, but it was never maintained and it's like 12 years
yeah,
old, so I think it needs replacing soon.
yeah. Cedar's expensive. It
Yeah,
lasts
now
longer,
yeah,
but
it's
it doesn't last
ridiculous.
forever though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing prices drop. I mean, it's still crazy stupid, but it's
Mhm.
lower than insane, outrageous highway robbery prices.
Yeah.
And there's tons of inventory, not like last year. So
Yeah.
that's the good thing. It's stacked high. Hey Dave, hey Greg, how are you guys? Thanks for
Hey,
joining in late.
Dave. Yeah, Dave and I were in the same squad
Oh, are you?
on the weekend. Yeah.
So you two NASCAR guys were duking it out,
Yeah, that's right.
as
Us
Kevin
and
calls you
our
guys.
NASCAR students. No, it was a lot of fun meeting, chatting with him in person.
Nice.
Great guy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
enjoyed shooting
Dave's
with
a
Dave.
good guy. Dave's a solid guy. He hangs around questionable people. Hey
We got
Alex,
Mr. First Place here too, Alex.
I know. Alex, congratulations, man. The
Yeah, he was
bear,
killing it.
the big bear.
You know what I think won it for Alex was his sunglasses.
Did he
He
what
was
glasses was
wearing
it?
the he was wearing I think they were like pit vipers. You know what those are?
Yeah,
they're like they're neon green. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what made Alex win the match there.
Yeah,
It was
I
his
hope he
pit
was.
vipers.
I hope he was kitted up all the way from head to toe to match the Pit Vipers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh man,
see? It
sponsored
helped
by
though.
Pit Viper.
No,
Yeah,
he looked pretty pretty
pretty chip.
baller in them.
He's
Yeah.
like a WWF.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, I got to rock that tradition. My traditional loophole mirrored gold shades.
Those are cool.
I love those glasses. For those that don't know, Loopold makes sunglasses. I discovered them last 2 summers ago when Ben Abramoff from Extreme Range Outfitters wore them to a CRPS match in Saskatoon. Then I drove to his store the next day or the 2 days after and said, "Where are those glasses?" And they had 4 different models. So I tried them out and I fell in love with these Asian Fit. You know Asian Fit, right, Matt?
Oh
You've heard
yeah.
about Asian Fit
Yeah,
glasses.
of
So for those
course.
that don't
Yeah.
know, Asian faces are kind of
Flat.
differently.
Like
Yeah, they're different. They're flatter, wider.
we
They
don't have
just
a
don't
nose
work the
bridge
same. Yeah.
either.
So when I put these on, it was like a glove. It is, oh, these are coming home with me.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, if you're in the market for some amazing Loophole sunglasses, check out Ben at Extreme Range Outfitters. He might have a few left. I'm not sure. That was a couple of years ago.
Or if
Anyway,
you want to
great
be
guy.
cool like Alex, just buy some pit vipers and
True, 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 true. That's true. But hey, only Alex can rock it. All
that's
right,
true.
let's go live. Hey, guys and gals. Oops, sorry. Let me stop sharing that. Oh, I lost my mouse. Hey, guys and gals, welcome to episode 24 of the Rimfire Nation podcast, proudly brought to you by testroad.ca, home for all your precision shooting needs. And before we get any further, let's check out the just arrived section of Testro. Here we go. So, the 457 Varmint Precision Chassis, the MTR, 16-inch barrel, $16.95. Also, the mini sets are still available, 22 MR, 25-inch barrel with 5-round magazine, $2.99. And the one that caught my attention way down here is the 457 Varmint barreled action on sale for $5.99. If you are looking to build your very own competitive platform, this is a great base. Saves you the trouble of trying to find a home for that synthetic stock that you have. And it's a varmint barrel, which is also nice. So check them out, testroad.ca, along with all of the reloading needs, Hornady projectiles and Lapua cases and Vitabori powder. What else is there? Let's see what calibers he's got. 22 LR. Oh, just ammo. Sorry. Just arrived. That's it. That's pretty much it. Check out testroad.ca. Always check out the just arrived page. Hey, Matt, so this is a Hangout episode.
For sure. I was gonna mention Asmir posted a story on Instagram unboxing that Varmint Precision in the chassis, and it was pretty slick. The colors caught my eye because I think it's green with like some orange on it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So it's pretty slick little setup there.
Oh, you got some congrats there, Matt, on your almost podium finish. So close, so close.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Beaver Whisperer.
half a second out of third. That's close. That's
very close.
Yeah.
I grazed
That's like, so what were you shooting?
I was shooting my CZ 457. CZ. Yeah.
Now I wonder if you cycle that faster than you do the 360.
I think I do, honestly, because it's
okay.
The bolt throw on both of them is 60 degrees, but the bolt handle is shorter on the CZ, so it's like a little flick.
So you think it's better? Okay.
Yeah, by probably like milliseconds.
Would not have helped you. Half a second would not have been picked up.
Yeah, that and the Voodoo needs to eject 100% before I can run it in the match.
Still not fixed?
It's still not fixed, no.
Okay.
Yeah, waiting for that.
Are the team of professionals still working on it?
Well, truthfully, I haven't reached out to ask for any updates. They confirmed they received my bolt nose in the mail some time ago, and after that, I'm just waiting for them to contact me, see what's up.
Hey, Steve Borsellino. Hey, Alex, got any sunscreen?
There's a joke behind that. You want to know what happened?
Yeah, I love all the inside jokes.
So Steven, he would have actually got first in the match, but he ND'd a stage that he was cleaning.
No.
And the reason he ND'd it is because apparently his sunscreen that he borrowed from Alex made him slip off the bolt handle and hit his trigger or something like that.
No way.
Sorry,
Steven, that's bullshit.
So he claims Alex sabotaged him.
Oh yeah.
Put him down to third.
Oh.
Yeah, hilarious.
What is that? Banana boat? Banana boat?
Sunscreen?
Banana boat, yeah. Well, what was it, Alex? Tell us what brand it was. We'll just send Steven a case. That's awesome.
Yeah. Steven was killing it. He was on fire. Yeah. I think he only dropped like a couple points up until he ended the stage. So
nice.
Yeah, and he's still podium. That's crazy.
I know. That's crazy. That's crazy, Steven. Nice shooting. Yeah. Who's third?
You mean second?
Second, yeah, sorry.
It was Grant.
Oh, Grant, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. It was a pretty good field, 40 shooters.
Yeah.
Banana Boat, that's hilarious. They had the best ads in the 80s, Banana Boat.
Oh,
for those that were around in the 80s and old enough to appreciate good commercials. So anyway, big news. I got my Savage hat. You reminded me of that because Mike, what's Mike's last name from Voodoo?
Bush.
Mike Bush used to work for Savage.
Okay, I did not know that. That's interesting.
So for those that don't know, I traveled last Friday. I was invited down to Savage Lakefield plant to meet with Terry McCullough, who kind of runs the shop down there, and met with production guys and director of manufacturing just to talk about Savage Mark IIs and kind of all the different models they've got coming up and have released, and also the famed extractor issues. So the short news is that Savage is more than aware of the issues you guys are having with the extractor. So they have come up with a new extractor design and different metallurgy. So they're a few months away from releasing that, as well as a redesigned, stronger spring. So if the guys that are doubling up springs, you don't have to double up the spring or whatever that clamp is, that band clamp.
The C clip thing.
Yeah, I don't know what you call that. It's whatever that spring steel thing that you wrap around the extractor.
Yeah,
I guess it's the spring.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You'll be hopefully pleasantly surprised with the new kit. So that's still a few months out. He promises to get a bunch for us to send out to the avid Savage Mark II shooters and owners for some field testing. So as soon as I have that, I'll post it. And again, you gotta have, if you're interested, you gotta be a shooter who will shoot it and have had issues with extractor before. So we'll talk about that when it comes in. And we talked about all the different things. They asked me kind of what, 4 years is a long time in the evolution of Rimfire. I mean, it basically started 4 years ago to where we are now. And I told them, hey, the very first CRPS match in Owen Sound was won outright by a Savage Mark II in a synthetic stock. So that's history. You can never be the first guy ever again, right? There's only one first guy ever, and it was one with a Savage Mark II. And so there's a long history that goes into that. And we talked about kind of some of the mods and some of the models that were coming up, and they are very interested, and they've got a good bunch of prototypers out there willing to try things out. But again, it's a large company, right? It's going to take several weeks, several months before something that's decided turns into something tangible. But at least, I mean, they're interested and excited about all the possibilities. So we talked about weight versus balance. That, hey, it's not about the weight. Don't add weight to a rifle. Add balance to the rifle. That's the big thing. And moving the safety out of the way so you can't set it accidentally like in the Savage Mark IIs. Rotary mags versus stick mags. What's the difference? All those things that go into the competitive side. Talked about, hey, why don't you add cheek risers to all your rifles, or at least one model up, right? Kind of like a sport model where you've got an adjustable cheek riser. So we had a good morning session of going through, and then I got a tour of the factory, which is awesome, from the receiving door where they get all the steel all the way through to the packaging, and everything's done there. I think they send out some of the metal parts for finishing, but I think they were doing nitriding or black oxide coating on site. So they do pretty much a lot of it in house. So yeah, would have been cool to follow one and buy one off the line, but I didn't want to do that. It would have been great to say I saw that one being made.
That's really interesting, because I think all the Rimfires are made in Canada from Savage, right?
In that Lakefield. So they produce 1,500 Rimfire rifles a day. It's a lot.
Wow.
1,500, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's insane. I didn't know.
They punch through. They punch through a lot of steel. Yeah, I mean they're turning blanks into receivers, and they get solid steel barrel blanks. They gun drill it and do all the rifling and the finishing. So
I used to have a Mark II, and I actually put it in a MDT chassis. This was a couple of years ago, and I ended up selling it around the time I bought my CZ. I kind of wish I didn't, because I didn't get much money for it anyway, and now it's like, just having more rifles to test out is kind of fun. Yeah.
You can try out my Savage Mark II varmint.
Yeah.
my production gun.
Yeah.
I got to say though, trying out all these high-end optics, it kind of spoiled. So when I go back to the optic that's on there now, I feel like, is it my eyes are getting old and they're kind of blurry? Is that what it is? I'm not going to say the name because it's not fair, but yeah, I got to say that I think optics is where I recommend people spend their money on, before you upgrade your rifle, provided it's reliable, right? I think optics is a nice upgrade.
I agree.
Yeah. So how was that match? What was the weather like there? Was it stinking hot? Obviously, sunscreen was needed.
The match on Saturday was it was great. It was at Stevens Place in Caledonia.
Yeah.
And weather forecast was pretty scary. It was hot and raining, which is like a double
really?
whammy.
Oh.
But the day of, like, it turned out to be really nice. Like it was pretty hot, like high 20s, I would say.
Yeah.
But the rain held out. And it's funny because right when we stopped shooting at around 2, there was like the huge rain cloud coming in the distance, and it just kind of blew to the side. It didn't even touch it.
Oh, that was like John's match last year.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day. Oh, maybe that was during the practice, not the practice day, but the teaching day. He had a teaching day the Saturday, and then the match was the day after. So
nice.
Yeah, nice, hot and sticky with almost no wind.
Yeah, Alex there puts it basically hot and sticky. That's a good way of putting it.
That's gross. That's gross. Hey Dan. Hey Rob. Hey Carl. Hey Carl. I got your call. I was in the middle of something. I will give you a call back. I'm not ignoring you. So yeah, and you shot well. Clearly, you shot well.
I shot well. Yeah.
Any lessons learned? Any major things that I shouldn't have done that, or that's the first time it's happened? Or I always do that.
There was one stage you were talking about just now. I tried to use my bipod on the middle of a spool, which would usually work unless you're engaging 4 different targets and you have to pan a lot. So that definitely killed me. I think if I just used a bag like regular, it would have been a little bit better. So that was the only stage that I kind of disappointed myself on. I got 5 of 12 shots or something like that.
So that's where you lost the match.
Basically, yeah, that was I don't know if I would have gone first, but that's definitely where I lost like third or second.
You didn't time out on that stage.
But I didn't time out. I was really unstable, and I only had front support because my bag fell, and I was trying to use my my hand to stabilize everything.
You didn't have the Keb Fat bag?
I didn't have it on the rifle at the time, no. Or else I would have just ditched the bipod and ran it. Yeah, that was my mistake for sure.
Bipod on a spool panning is no bueno, as you discovered.
Yeah, but everything else I shot well. I think the lowest I got on any other stage was 8 points.
Wow, that's got to feel good. At any point during the match, did you feel, hey, this is going pretty good, or you just kind of kept going?
I purposely didn't want to dwell on anything. Like, I remember after shooting the 4th or 5th stage, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm shooting pretty well. I was like, no, I can't even think about it. Just like keep focusing. But I looked at my my score sheet afterwards. I was like, oh wow, like all my stages were pretty high.
Yeah, that's hard to beat when you're getting 8s and 9s on a stage. It's hard to maintain that pace. But
Carl here, I need the MDT Skypod. Yeah, I do. That thing is not cheap. It's like 600 Canadian, I think, something like that.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Do you think that would have helped you?
I don't know. Hard to say. I've never actually used a Skypod, so I can't really. I can't say. They look cool. What's
that? Anyone know where I can get one of those magnifying glasses? MK Machining. I've been trying to get him on. No, he was going to be a sponsor. He was going to do some custom stuff for us. Yeah, I just got to follow up with him.
They make some really cool stuff.
They do. He's pretty inventive and creative, which is cool. Cool. So, yeah, I mean, I saw it. Like, I don't know if he's got different diopters, but it made sense to me. Like it works so well. I'm just looking at another.
Rick, don't you have one of those magnifying things on one of your?
I do. I love it. The only time that it let me down was it was that trailer stage. Stage where you can't see it. I think you go out from like pure blinding sunlight to indoors with your sunglasses on. That's nothing's going to help you. We're talking about John Gingrich construction trailer stage. There's always that trailer stage because he's got this beat up trailer basically forever parked just beside the silos. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, it's funny because I warned you before you went in that trailer.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Rick, it's real dark in there. You might want to take your shades off. You didn't listen.
Like, just say, Rick, you're going to go night blind. You got to be more direct with me. I don't listen to gentle advice.
Yeah.
Hey, stupid! Keep an eye. I see one of the guys, one of the sharp guys, or the whole family they close their eyes before one eye,
Like a pirate.
like a pirate before they go in. So then they've got one good eye inside.
That's so funny.
I know, it made sense. It made sense to me. Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
Dan's asking a question. Okay, so what he's referring to,
Pinstriping tape.
yeah, I posted a vlog following me along in the match on Saturday. And at one point, I use a piece of, it's very thin masking tape. It's a 1/8 inch thick.
Right.
And I wrap it around my turret and I draw the marks of where my dope is. So I don't have to look at my dope card. I'm just matching it up to the lines.
What do you mark on it? Like yards?
So on the turret, I just wrap the with masking tapes, and then if my dope is 3.8, I just put a line where 3.8 would be.
Oh, I see.
So when I'm turning the turret, I don't have to look at my dope card. I just go straight to the line.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, it was from Amazon.
Distance. Okay.
Yeah. No. It's just like
Canadian Tire used to sell them in the automotive section.
Yep.
For masking.
Yeah, exactly. You have to buy the really thin stuff, or I guess you could cut it yourself, but it'd be a huge pain.
Or one of those artist stores.
I actually have it right here. This is what I was using. Oops. So you can see how thin it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wrap it.
And you didn't want to go wider?
No, because well, it depends what turrets you have, but this one I can still see the marks on my turret and the numbers above it. So it depends on your turret.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? So Loophole donated that Loophole Mark V HD, right? Nice. So not many people know that the Loophole Official Service Center is in Korth Group in Okotoks, Alberta. So they do laser engraving there on turrets. So I'm going to get 2 turrets made up, one for supersonic and one for subsonic Ely. So there's going to be a force turret and an Ely turret and a match turret. And then it's going to have the yardage on there. So I'm just going to dial to the yard.
Custom turrets are really cool, but if you're really anal about like temperature changes and stuff and like switching lots, it might not work. But so this idea here came from you know the Burris XTR3?
Yes.
So they had the XTR2 for quite some time. The XTR3 came out last year, I think, and they have an optional accessory for your elevation turret. I think they call it the race dial. And it's essentially their normal dial with all the markings, but instead of being like anodized aluminum, it's like a whiteboard surface.
Really?
So you can write what I was doing basically on the turret itself and just wipe it off after you're done. So that's kind of what inspired me to do this masking tape thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool, actually. If you look it up, I almost bought one before I had my Athlon sponsorship for the Aries. I was looking into the XTR3 specifically because of the race style. And I had Will price it out for me and everything, but it's pretty expensive here in Canada.
Oh, is it? Still? Yeah. I don't know anything about the Burris line. Oh, Kevin Vass, he's got a Mark V coming. Kevin, I love the Mark V with a PR2 reticle. Man, that is a game changer. And it's really the first Loophole scope that I like, that I love the reticle. For me, it just made sense.
What's the price range on the Mark V? In Canada, it's up there. I know.
It is. Yeah, it was never on my list because of that.
Let's see here.
Oh, wait, $3,000. Let me see what Rangeview.
No, it's almost $4,000. It's $3,800. Ooh, that's a hefty
$3,299. Yeah, but you keep it for the rest of your life. It's one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evening.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the Tremor version. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's all licensing. Yes. Things are expensive, but do you need it? No. Do you want one? Some do, right? Like all high-end optics. I'm not going to win the match because of, I might lose a match because of the optics, but I'll never win the match because of the optics. That way, right?
Yeah, up to a certain level, like it helps, but after a certain point, it's just like, how much money do you want to spend on your glass?
It's a little bit more bluer. It's a little bit more green, right?
Jonathan's comment here. You need to tell us Americans what it is. So, John, I'm not even kidding you. No one in Canada calls donut holes donut holes.
Donut
Everyone
holes.
calls it Timbits. I think I learned about the term donut holes like only like 3 years ago. I was like, what the heck's a donut hole? That's a Timbit. It's just because there's like such a monopoly on donuts here in Canada from Tim Hortons that everyone just calls them.
Well, no one else sells donut holes except Timbits.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get it anywhere else.
Yeah.
So,
in my video, I was teasing donut holes. So.
Yeah, well, up here we call them double doubles too.
Yeah, that's right.
Double and 40 Timbits. That's what you get.
Yeah, no one knows what a donut hole is in Canada. That was new to me.
Oh, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's I'm getting better, Mike. I'm getting better. I do re-zero every now and again.
So, Rick, which one do you like better? You like the ZP5 or the Mark V? The Leopold versus the Minox?
I've never looked at the ZP5.
Oh, no? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. We have the LR. So I'm waiting to shoot with John so I can try it out. There's never time. Yeah. March scopes, yes, for sure. Mark scopes should be on there. But again, they don't have. So it's you got to choose the right horse for the right race. So March doesn't have the tactical type turrets that we use, but for ELR, you don't need it, right? So it's the quality is there, the reliability is there. I'm anxiously awaiting the ultimatum deuces to arrive so I can put them on the rifles. So we have 2 March scopes here that will be traveling around with us on the ultimatum deuces. I got the update that IBI has them, and there is a 1 in 12 getting mounted on one of them. I hope I'm getting 2 still. I got to double check.
So one is going to be a 16 twist, and the other is a 12 twist?
Exactly. Nice. They're both going to be in ACCs, and one's going to have the small box March scope, and the other one's going to have the big box March scope.
You got to put the big box on the 12 twist barrel.
All right, so what do I mean by? So here's the small box March scope, and still the bubble wrap, the big box March scope.
Oh yeah.
So you can imagine which one is going to be more expensive. Hey, John.
John,
how are you, buddy? You look younger and younger every time I see you, man.
Oh yeah, that'd be me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay, good.
John, you came in the perfect time because I was asking Rick which he liked better, the ZP5 or the new Leopold Mark V you got.
And I said I'm waiting to shoot with John so I can try out a ZP5 side by side.
Yes, you have the Mark V now.
Yeah, the PR2. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I really want to try out the reticle. Yes.
There we go, man. So
yeah. When are you
Rick,
coming?
You just got to come to Palmerston. Just come on the 28th.
The 28th. I think I might get out there for the 28th. I've been working extra long hours, so I'm hoping to have enough money to keep my wife happy so I can go.
Hey, this month is awesome. 3 matches in 1 month. Like, that's awesome. We haven't had that in a while.
I was talking to Ryan about that, and he's like, at this rate, he said he sure hopes Rick comes out. He's only going to have a 3 or 4 match year.
I know. It's pretty bad. So we got a whole bunch rescheduled. So September 4. So this is all Western stuff. September 4, CRPS match in Saskatoon. September 5, CRPS match in Manitoba, our first CRPS match there, Valley Range.
Nice.
Mike is going to be the host MD for that. And then we have X22 and a CRPS in Sherwood Park on the 24th, that weekend of the 24th of September. And then we have the Sniper Series Extreme weekend in Saskatoon on the first weekend of October.
You got to give Ontario some love, Rick.
I know. I'm hoping that the match directors in the Ontario region step up and like I'm looking at John. I'm looking at Ron Sharp. Actually, big news. Kevin Needswitz. I don't know if he's still interested. He stepped up and volunteered to help drive the Sniper Series stuff. So cool. He's a big fan. Yeah. So I'm going to reach out to him. See, he's going to work directly with Ron and get that scheduled whenever that's available. And then I got to work with Tom. Tom Gorgon's been pretty busy with life and all that and vacation, but we got to get the X22 and the Ottawa Valley up and running for some matches there. So things are looking better. Hopefully we can get stuff. And then the rest of September, October, I'll be out west and I'm going to be running matches on Vancouver Island. There'll be like three or four matches there because my.
Do you guys have a Western Finals this year?
We haven't scheduled it yet. We're waiting to see what the situation is. We had one scheduled at Heffley Creek, I think. But again, worst case, we go back to Kamloops. I think a lot of the Rangers shut down because of fire hazards out there right now. So I don't know.
I didn't think of that.
So that's the big. If it's not one, it's another. Yeah, Dave, we haven't figured out the season finale yet. We're still trying to figure out the season. I'd love to get at least 3 or 4 events in the West and in Ontario, which is basically the Eastern region, and then that'll save the year. So we're scrambling to try and find it. That's good, Mark. So Mark, I'm going to reach out to the guys. I think you said Steve was his name at Vic Fish and Game for a CRPS match. We're going to have one there. We're going to have one in Sayward up north where Tony is. And I'm going to be trying to get one at Mission, BC. Somebody reached out to me to see if we can get one at Mission Rod and Gun Club. So that the West is looking good right now. Just got to work on the East. So that shirt looks good, John.
Thanks.
I should
Most of the guy in it, but.
Oh man.
With everything that's happened in the last week here, I canceled will be canceling my bear hunting trip, I guess. We're going to be behind work now. So I might be able to make it out for the 21st.
Oh, yeah?
See how family is around.
Okay.
But, yeah.
That'd be awesome, man. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Did you
looking forward
get a shipment notification at all from any BC companies recently? No.
Well, the technically the action is shipped already and been.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's at IBI.
It's at IBI, and thanks, Carl. I guess I'll have to break it to you. I haven't cut my hair in.
Is that just hot hat hair? It's been hot. You guys been working on the roof this week?
No, actually, today was the funeral, so it's been a stress-free day. But no, I'm not sure when.
You must be
get
anxious. We lost John.
Yeah,
John's dropped out. Now's the time I'll tell him the 1 in 12 is getting installed as we speak, John, and it should be on its way to me in a few days or weeks. So I don't know how backed up they are.
What happened there?
You lost you, man.
Glitched out there, John.
Yeah, someone cut the hard line.
Apparently, I'm connected again.
Yeah, you're back.
I don't know when it's shipping. It's roughly 2 weeks ago. Ryan and I finalized the.
Oh, you're just an exciting moment. It's like the. Oh, you're back. Okay. Talk
Ryan,
quickly. What happened? What happened between you and Ryan? Did you sort it out?
Yes, so we finalized the details roughly 2 weeks ago, and it would normally be a 5-week wait. Like they're booked out for 5 weeks, but he's going to put a rush on it. So he didn't promise anything. We'll see.
Awesome.
Okay.
I will not. I won't have time for the 21st.
Is that the 26 1 in 12? No. Okay. Because I got the build notice that the 1 in 12 is happening on one of the deuces.
Yeah,
on
it's
a
not
deuce.
A 26-inch barrel. It's
So-
probably a 20-inch.
I wouldn't want a 26. It's too. I'm just a small guy, man. I can't handle big firearms like that. I'm not shooting ELR.
There's probably our 2 barrels that are getting spun together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there's 2 of them going through together.
Okay.
So it'll be our 2.
Oh, that must be ours. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Twinsies.
So hopefully he gives me the good one. And oh wait a minute, he says they're all good.
They're all good, John. They're all good. Well, it's like the 21st is 2 weeks from now. I'm hoping, like, I won't shoot it at the match, but at least have it at the match for folks to just get their sweaty mitts on.
So
did he give you a date?
Oh yeah. What's that?
Did he give you a date on yours?
No. I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing anybody. It's like those guys are busy.
I'm pushing. Trust me.
Oh,
I told him my patience is gone.
Yeah, but it's not his fault, John. See,
I know, but it doesn't change the fact.
So you want a barrel maker to rush your job, right? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay.
He's got to keep it within protocol, of course.
It's like telling your heart surgeon.
Who cares about that?
Yeah, just tell your heart surgeon before you go into operation. Hey, I want to be out of here in like 4 hours. Okay, buddy? Nobody. Oh, man.
Yeah, Pascal received his deuce like 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen it yet though, but I know because
he didn't shoot Caledonia, right?
No, he didn't. Okay, about that, I went down on the Friday night and Saturday morning. I was like all pumped up. I was like, "Hey guys, what time are you gonna be at the match?" Everyone's like, "We're not there." I was like, "I'm the only guy from Ottawa at the match." Like, everyone ditched me. So
yeah. I'm just trying to see.
Oh, John, if you come to the Cornwall match, though, you should squad up with us.
Squad 3.
Yeah, Rick and I are on squad 3.
It's the stupor squad. So Pascal hasn't signed up yet for the match. I just checked.
Oh, no? Okay.
No, so he's not on there, but that doesn't mean he's not going to sign up.
I feel like he will.
So Alex is signed up. So Alex wants to see a deuce in person. So I'm hoping he's there so I can get my sweaty mitts all over his too. I'm sure everyone's going to want to fondle it.
Do you know what Alex was shooting? What does Alex shoot?
Custom.
With a PVA.
Custom.
Oh, it's a Rimex. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Rimex with a PVA.
I don't like the way you said that, Matt. Oh, it's a Rimex.
I don't know. I have no idea what he was shooting.
It's like a Timex. It's got a Timex. It's a Timex. All right, Andrew, I'll put you in squad 3. I'm processing all the backlog in the next day or two, so you'll be there, buddy. You'll be there. I just got it takes me a while because I got to find your email address and put it on the registration. So guys are transferring.
Yeah, I've shot with a bunch of the bolt action assassin guys now. I thoroughly enjoy squatting with all those humans.
I hate every last one of them. I'm kidding. They're all a hoot.
Yeah.
Oh man, awesome. That's probably the most dynamic team in the series, right?
What do you mean by dynamic?
They're all characters. They're all characters, man. They're awesome.
Yeah.
No, Steven.
I'm muted just right there.
Someone was in Steven's squad with a Rimex, and apparently it could not extract to save the life of itself.
Well, I was in the squad with the Rimex, and it extracted every time.
Who was shooting the bad Rimex?
It's not a bad Rimex. It's a bad. So you have to shift gears when you're shooting a Rimex. This is what it's like. You're riding or you're driving like an old school. You drive it like a truck, man. You got to manhandle it. You can't baby it like a CZ, right? You got to drive that bolt. You got to cycle that bolt. Get it in, get it out, right? Alex had a squib?
Jeez.
Like a squib? Like a squib or like failure to extract?
I feel like in a match, if someone had a squib, there's a good chance they might put another one down the barrel.
That's just in case. I've never had to use it yet at a match.
What? What's it? What do you have in case? So there's what's stuck in the side of your magazine pouch?
I have a little flat screwdriver. Magazine pouch in case, because if it happens, I'm not going to be the guy ripping back to my bag and digging through a duffel bag to find something.
Gotcha.
Damn, he had a squib. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to know the ammo.
I've never had an issue for extraction with.
Well, I want to know the ammo. Alex, what ammo were you shooting? I need to know.
Winchester white box.
I really want to know what ammo you're shooting, because in a match environment, I feel like if you're in the zone and you have a squib, like you might not even realize. You might just send another one down. And
no, you'd notice. You'd notice it. You'd notice.
Interesting.
I'm stuck in the chamber. He was trying to extract it.
Man, he's shooting SK long range too. That's.
Isn't long range is long range the flat nose?
No, long range is like rifle match, just higher velocity.
Okay.
Huh. That's interesting. Not very confidence inspiring, that's for sure.
Like I don't have enough cycles with the Rimex to.
Okay, so here's a legitimate question. I think I know the answer to it, but just because it's such a rare occurrence, if someone has a squib on like their first 3 shots in a stage, do they get a reshoot or no? You're
no.
Just take no. Okay,
no.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's all on you.
Yeah,
like
well, on your.
I mean, yeah. Well, who knows what could have caused it, right? Because like I don't expect any squibs with match ammo, right? It's so rare already. But with high-end manufacturing, I wouldn't expect it to happen at all. But stuff happens. Like, how often do you think you're going to get a flat? You never think you're going to get a flat, then you get a flat, right?
So, yeah, I wouldn't throw it SK long range because of it. That's for sure.
So actually, Alex, I think that whole lot is unsafe. You can give it. You can donate to us, and we will ecologically dispose of it one round at a time.
Yeah. Give me the rest of the case, and I'll test it out for you. I'll make sure there's
yeah. We'll need to confiscate it for testing. That's awesome. Sorry, man. I hope it was safe. Yeah.
Was the squib on like the last round of the stage then? Because you got first with 86 points, I think. And so it couldn't have been like it couldn't have been his first round in the stage or something.
I don't know. We don't know. We should get him on and say, Alex, walk us through
how to create a squib.
How to create a squib.
The biggest issue I've ever had in a match was just failure to extract, which is always annoying.
In what action was it?
It was in my 457.
Really?
Yeah, I just had to pry it out of there.
I've never heard of a FTE in a CZ 457.
Yeah,
they actually happen more than what CZ owners would like to admit sometimes. Like really? If you actually start digging on CZ issues, they're just like every other action. They're not perfect, contrary to folklore. They're good.
It's a better design than the 455s. Yeah, it's a slick action. I mean, I've never had issues with my 457. Yeah. It's definitely a step up from the 455s, just in being able to tune the trigger. Because back in the 455 days, you had to replace springs, and it was tricky because sometimes if you didn't do it right, the bolt would come out. It would fly out on your hand when you cycled it, just because the spring.
Yeah, because it didn't have a bolt stop. It was using.
Yeah, it didn't have a bolt stop. It was using
exactly.
Yeah, so that was kind of. But 457 for me is night and day, from the action, twin action screws, just in general. It's updated.
So, Rick, this upcoming match on the 21st, are you going to promise good weather and no rain?
Nope, no guarantees. Right now, I would expect rain and wind. It's been really unsettled this month so far.
Like have you been to the location yet?
I have not been to the location.
Interesting.
It's basically an open field with berms on each side. So it's in the back of a quarry. So there are some restrictions on access to it once the match starts. It's very similar to how we'd have to control Clarence Creek, because access comes in from downrange to the firing point. So we're gonna have some sentries posted. So if you miss the start, you are done for the day.
Yeah, so I know that happened to a couple people at Clarence Creek. So get there on time, boys, or else you're locked out.
Especially you Stittsville Mafia guys, right? You're just up the street. It's Castleman. So I think we're gonna try and get camping set up the night before. Somewhere.
Oh, is it in Castleman? Why do I keep thinking it's in Cornwall?
Because I mentioned Cornwall.
Oh, okay.
Because the host is members as a member at the Cornwall Gun Club.
Got it.
But the match is actually at the Avonmore Quarry near Castleman.
Oh, nice. That's even closer, so I don't mind that.
I know. It's just down the street. It's like 60 kilometers or something, right?
Yeah.
Arm sentries. Maybe. Could be. So John's looking it up on Google Maps. What's the travel time, John?
No, 4.5 hours. No. 5 hours. No, 5.5 hours. No, I wasn't looking
That's not bad.
Where is it? Like Cornwall isn't that far, but it's
in Castleman.
Cornwall,
it's like the east side of Ottawa.
Castleman exit 60 or something on the 417.
We picked cattle up in that neck of the woods back in the day when I was
Back in the day,
making good money.
Back when you were a hardworking young man, not the construction guy who's just breaking it in.
So, John, what were the 4 stages you managed to shoot on Saturday?
The first 4. So,
okay.
Got a matchbook handy. What were they called?
A trailer, angled, tank trap, and
the trailer, the
tank trap.
Tank trap was next. The gates,
the cattle gate, and the basketball net. Okay,
yeah,
nice.
Yep.
It would be cool to see how you stacked. Were you shooting well?
He was killing it.
I was gonna win the day. It wasn't a question.
I'm just checking it right now, John. Oh yeah, so far you're in 3rd place after you're 2nd place. So after 3, this is very exciting.
Yeah, you only dropped
you blew stage 4, John.
I blew stage 4.
You blew stage 4.
For stage 4, I dropped 2 on stage 4. Unfortunately,
you dropped 2 on stage 4. Matt, you beat him by 1 point.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So you would have been top 5. You would have been top 5, John.
Yeah. Oh no, I'd have took the day by 10 points.
Yeah. You're on a tear. You're on a tear.
Yes, I was. It was very hard to leave. Actually, I mean, you do what you got to do, but
exactly.
I woke up in the morning in the right mental state. I knew I was good. Nice. I was gonna be, well, as you know, I've been this mental journey. I was in the right place. The last Outlaw match, I did very well as far as mentally. So on a personal performance level, I did very good, and I was in the same mind. I was in the same state. I showed up the match. Everything was perfect in my head, and you come up to that first stage. You got the first stage jitters, right, or excitement, as I would call it.
Excitement.
And I just let it run through me. I enjoyed it, the high, and breathed. I calmed right down, and there's always discussion. How are you going to shoot the stage?
Yeah.
And I just knew, I'm going to kneel it and I'm going to ace it. It's piece of cake. And I got in there and elbow on the trailer, double kneeling, and I just shot. I was in the zone, and every stage was like that. It was just, but the last stage, I already knew that my father-in-law passed away, and
right,
that was it.
Yeah, of course.
I was starting to get distracted. I still felt good.
But that was
and I shot well.
Yeah.
But I was not. I knew I was going home at that point.
Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, that on a lot of levels. So sorry to hear that, John. Yeah.
But it was for me. It was still a big win because, in the little Outlaw match,
you had some good shooters at that.
We did, yes. There's 2 of us that cleaned every stage except for that stupid street.
Holy cow!
And it was Steven, where we had the match Saturday. Him and I were the 2 guys who cleaned the match, except for that freehand thing. And we both tied on the freehand thing, but he did it faster than me. Yeah. But the winner on that course of fire is the guy that can shoot freehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not that guy.
ORPS always has freehand, John.
I know. It sucks.
So guess what, John? You need to be that guy. So would you consider freehand, offhand kind of like a general well-rounded skill everyone should have, especially hunters?
Oh, be quiet, Rick. Yes, I should work on it.
Yeah, I mean, so John,
I totally admit that. So
if I ask you what your weakness is, you're going to say freehand shooting, right?
Yep. 100%.
And I'll say what is the least practiced position you do? Freehand. So what should be number 1 on your practice list?
And that's the thing. I don't do RPS much, so why would I, right?
Yeah. Well,
other than the well-rounded shooter side of it.
So you're going to the rock and roll Rimfire at the quarry? You think there's going to be a positional freehand stage there?
Oh, wait a minute, Rick. Are you doing the course of fire for that one?
No. So try the match director is the guest host match director, Travis. But there are 2 stages that haven't been spoken for yet, and I might have some input.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Can I have his number?
No.
Yeah, Steve.
You can, I'll give it. I'll give you his number at the match. I'll even introduce you to Travis.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, the thing was, we shot that freehand one. Oh man, was it first or second?
It was stage 3.
I shot it first. Oh, stage 3.
Yeah, stage 3 or 4. Because the tire.
And then I shot it. Then we shot it second. That's right. I cleaned. Yeah, the first one was clean. Then we shot that one. And you know how you do good, and then you'll do a bad.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, John.
Yeah. Okay. And then it can wreck you mentally, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it was a good stage, bad stage, but we just moved on, right? And shot good again because of using good mental techniques. But that's just a little match, right? So now we're going to a big match, and so it was really exciting to me that the same techniques went through.
You got to stop talking down to outlaw shooters, John.
I know,
it's not a little match. It's just a match.
It's
a match, John.
It's a shorter distance match.
It's a short, but technically, it's very demanding. Like all the top shooters in those little matches are the top shooters at the big matches, John.
That's why I told my wife I have to come on tonight on my
little matches, John. Like, you know what? Those little matches are great practice for big matches. You know.
I agree. And when I show up at them and I scan the crowd, it's like, okay, Steve's here. All right.
Yeah. Andrew Webster, Jeff Hicks.
He's not going to win like a CRPS match usually, but an ORPS match, you gotta watch that guy.
Who?
You have these guys where, pardon?
Like all these guys: Grant Sparling, Steve Tuscan, Andrew Webster, Jeff Hicks, Steve Borsellino. Yeah. We got to Tanya Harding those guys, man. If you want to win.
So Steve in there, he might be a rookie at this competing thing, but he's doing pretty good. I mean,
he's all right. He's all right.
He can't hear us, but wait.
No,
they shot a second, so yeah.
What's that?
I guess it was my second stage. We were in the same squad. I don't remember. It don't matter.
Yeah, it was a blur.
But so for me, Saturday was a bad day, but it was a big win in my mind because I went there mentally in the right zone and I didn't let that fall. And I was able to let winning go and just focus on perfect shots. So it is. I seriously, I still get excited just thinking about it because
you did it, man. You had a
first time I've done it at a long range match. Like I'm getting this, man. The mental side of it, I'm going to get it. We're going to do this.
Good for you, John.
Show you Easterners how it's done.
Easterners. These are all Easterners. I don't know if someone sent you the memo yet, but you guys are all Easterners.
Yeah, I was thinking about these Ottawa kids.
It's real mafia.
So
it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, you gotta come out, John. Gotta come out.
Yeah,
I really want to.
Yeah,
do it.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun,
and it's only fair because I'm gonna drive out to your place, so you got to come out to our place.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Trade it a little bit.
Let me see if I can.
Which I should comment to Steven there. Like he had a stage 0, and he had a slippery bolt. He DQ'd himself, so props to him. So with a stage 0, he was able to place third for points.
Oh man,
So the stage after that he cleaned. Like the one that was the basketball. He cleaned that stage. So he went from he was shooting very good, and he was just down a couple points. Then he called himself out and zeroed the gate there, and he came right back with a clean. And yeah, Mark. So I was really impressed because I was watching. I wanted to see, is he going to come with a even though he was shooting good, was he going to come in with a 6 or an 8 now? Because he shook up, but no, he took it. And there was a bit of pre-talk about no one's cleaned this yet, because I I was 8. Alex got a 9, I think. There's another 9, and now he's got to clean it, right? And he did it. So good on him for the holding it together.
That's good. Yeah, you got to come out. You got to come out because Kevin Goyette signed up for the match. You know.
Oh,
we'll test you. We'll test your mental marksmanship there.
Yeah, as long as the targets don't get too small.
So let me give you the names. Old tire pile, stage 1, stage 2, do you really know your limit? Stage 3, traffic cones. Stage 4, lay and pipe. Stage 5, tank steps, could be straps. Stage 6 is cattle gate. Stage 7 is ladder versus ladder. Stage 8 is spooling. Stage 9 is posts. Stage 10 is climb the hill.
Oh gosh.
The old tire pile first stage has 12 targets on it.
Sweet.
They're all silhouette targets. Chickens, pigs, turkeys, and rams.
I'm going to assume they're in pairs. That's what I'm going to assume.
I have no idea. Let me tell you. I'll tell you. There's 3 ranges: 77 meters, 150 meters, and 231 meters. That's going to be challenging.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be fun on a tire pile, right? So there's 3 target arrays out there. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Travis has put together an awesome setup. So we'll see.
So Travis, has he shot the CRPS? Haven't met him.
Travis. No. He's brand new. He's brand new to the group.
You're letting a newbie run a course of fire.
Yep. It's going to be what it's going to be.
It's going to be difficult, likely then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably going to put tiny targets, thinking we're shooting in prone when we're all over the place. He's going to put a 4-inch target at 200 yards.
So some of these will change a little bit. So that's my job, is to help guide and review some of this stuff. So again, it's just initial stuff right now. So yeah, they're reasonable. 12-inch at 212, full size zip 6 at 285, 6-inch at 127, 10-inch at 240, 8-inch at 195.
Yeah,
6-inch at 170. Well, those are reasonable. Yeah, you got 8-inch at 182, full lipstick at 289, 4-inch at 112, 8 at 189. Yeah, the only one that scared me. Oh, it's the know your limits.
What distance is that?
People are going to replay this. So all of the stuff I'm telling you now is subject to change, and because this could be unfair advantage. So the stage 2 right now. Do you really know your limit? The distances are 75 meters, 125, 150, 200, 250, and 300.
Oh, that's cool. It's based on distance.
Yeah, the target size is 6 inches.
Jeez. Yeah.
I already know where I'm stopping.
Yeah.
See, but if you are a current or former match director, you have to go for it. You can't lay it up. Well, it's a matter of pride.
Hopefully I got the new rifle by then. We'll see how it does at 300.
Why would you change? You're not going to have enough cycles in there. So if you get it the week before, you're only going to have enough time for 5,000 rounds through it, John.
Yeah, and it should almost be enough by then to have it broke in. Pretty near to my first cleaning, so that should be good.
I know. It's tough being John G. I
decided I wasn't going to shoot it if I got it a week before, but now I've kind of decided, what does it matter? Like what rifle does it really matter? It's all a mental game anyway.
Exactly, as long as you have the dope. Yeah. So you know how many rounds I shot in the last 2 months? 60.
Wow.
That's it, man. Yeah, and I have fun.
Oh wait, you come out and shoot and have fun, right?
Yeah, I don't think about that winning thing. That's the last thing on my mind. I'm just here to hang out with people and.
Hey Matt, what happened? What happened at the last Outlaw match?
Which one? Oh, yeah, Rick got first in the July Course of Fire. Yeah.
No,
probably because that freehand stage.
Yeah, and I cleaned the KYL too.
Yeah, and he cleaned the KYL.
Yeah, so no big deal. There's a whole row of us did that.
Yeah, I know. So if I shot your match, I'd be in 12th place.
Okay.
Yeah, you beat me by 30 points.
So we're getting down to our last stage was the KYL.
Yeah.
And it was Jeff Hicks, and then it was Steve, and then myself.
Oh, nice.
And Jeff and Steve were close. Jeff comes up, cleans it.
Nice.
And back in the background, Steve's like,
Steve's got to go for it.
no option. He's got to clean it, right?
He's got to go for it. Absolutely.
What am I going to do now? I have to clean it, right?
Yeah. So at any point, were you nervous throughout that process, or you were just shot after shot? So what was going through your mind when you were shooting? You just kept shooting.
Yeah, I was very, very focused on the right left. Most guys were missing to the right.
Yeah.
But was that because of a zero or whatever? I didn't know. So I was really focused on that. And then once I seen I was just hitting centers, I just went for it.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I was shooting my my cheap bulk practice ammo for that match.
Really?
Yeah.
So was that center X or minus plus?
And I honestly don't know why I did. That is the ammo I took with me to the match.
That's crazy. You know, bulk just means you buy it in giant quantities. Doesn't mean it's cheap.
I'm almost out. And Saturday, because I got the new extractor for the Rimex, right? Because I was having a weak ejection. I didn't even put the new extractor in to go to the match. They're sitting on the shelf. I don't know.
Is it? Did they change something on it, or is it just a replacement?
Yeah, it's new metal. It's a different metal.
Nice.
Not as brittle. Yeah, the first ones were too brittle, and they know that.
Okay.
But that is a ejection thing, generally not an extraction thing. But if you look at your extractor, the earlier ones have a coppery. They look coppery, and the new ones they look like metal, steel, whatever. They don't have that coppery. Yeah. Okay. And
I better check.
It's very, very fine chipping that happens. Okay. It's not big chunks that come out. It's just a fine little chips.
Well, we're gonna have
it ran flawless.
We're gonna have good because we have a Rimex action going up for a raffle in the next week or so.
No, I cheerfully take it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hop on that.
Comes with one mag.
But you can buy more. No, I really do like the Rimex.
Right now, that's the action you'd say if someone's looking for the best custom action. Would you say Rimex?
Yeah, obviously looked at the Deuce yet.
Yeah, you haven't tried the Deuce yet. So. You haven't dropped the Deuce yet.
But I'm not going to recommend it.
I know you will. No, but out of the ones you have tried, the Rimex. Well, you haven't really spent much time with the Voodoo, though.
No, I've just got maybe 1,000 rounds through a Voodoo.
Yeah,
and I've never shot a 360.
You never liked the Voodoos? You always liked the Rimex? It's different, right?
I'm not saying Voodoos are bad, okay? Like, I'm not saying they're bad, but I don't appreciate their choice of chamber.
Yeah.
For PRX. It's too tight.
Yeah.
And what?
You can't. Yeah. They shoot.
I'm obsessed with smooth action. I'm not as obsessed with accuracy. So I'm not saying
what if IBI spun you up a Voodoo barrel with a Calfee 4 chamber?
There is guys out there with those, just in case you
I know.
For that exact reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's okay. Voodoo is focused like
they got
I don't
honestly
know any Voodoos. I don't know of anyone personally who has a Voodoo that the thing doesn't shoot. They all shoot.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't shoot right now because it doesn't have a bolt nose.
Oh, yeah. Well, now it doesn't. It used to shoot. It just didn't extract. You have a different problem.
It didn't
eject. Sorry.
Yeah.
Eject. Oh, so that's all right. Just twist and dump.
Oh man, I don't even want to begin with how distracting that would be.
But the thing is, we look in the comments here. There's a number of guys who, guys have issues with them ejecting or extracting, like with their Rimex. And I don't. Yeah, PVA is tight too as well, Alex.
Oh. Yeah, that's what's on. That's what's on our Rimex now.
Is it? Is it set up? Is it all in the barrel? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, the one you have is a PVA.
Yeah.
And that thing shoots like.
That one shoots well.
Yep.
Yeah, once you figure out how to load the mag properly, you're good.
Yeah.
I forgot about the Voodoo rim lock too, because I had rim lock on the first stage.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you load the Voodoo mags.
Yeah, I forgot about the rim lock.
Yeah, that is after shooting. I don't know how many rounds I have through my Voodoo now, but it's quite a bit. But anyway, that's the one biggest downside is you have to be very careful how you load the mags.
Yeah, you can't be distracted and just pump. You can't be like a CZ owner just pumping rounds down the throat of the mag.
Exactly.
You got to be like an on-shoots owner with the white gloves.
Yeah. But John, when I get my Voodoo back up and running, you should try the action because it is very smooth on the 360. Like, it's incredible. It does have
Carlos has.
It does have a hard bolt close sometimes, but the action itself is really smooth. Like, it's smoother than the loner rifles I was testing out for Rick.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Carlos Lacuna?
Carlos has he went from 2-lug to 3-lug.
I think he still has both.
He has both, but he said the 3-lug is way, way smoother.
Oh,
and
I didn't find it hard at all.
Like the 3-lug.
Like the 2-lug, I didn't find any issues with.
No, like your old Gen 1.
Yeah.
Once it had a trigger in it that was compatible. Like that was okay. It wasn't a Rimax, but it was totally acceptable.
Totally acceptable. I'll have you know, John, that rifle was back 3 years ago, back in the day, 3 years ago, that was the cat's ass. Okay.
Okay. I'll stop. Well, I mean, no problem.
You're just looking down on everybody, man. That's like, I don't like where your mental management's taking you, man.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna let your feelings stand in my way.
Yeah. That's all right. That's why we have a panel. A little bit of everything. A little bit of spice. Oh, John said uses the Voodoo mag loader from JKL Precision.
So speaking of that, like I actually have it right here. But when I bought Voodoo,
you bought one?
No. When I bought my Voodoo mags from Go Big, they all came with like this little notice, and it basically says, like, okay, first off, again, like I like Voodoos. If your mags have to come with something like this to tell you how to properly load it, like what's wrong? But it basically tells me not to use the ears to pull down on the follower, but to use their included magazine loader. However, I didn't get any magazine loaders with any of the 4 magazines that I bought. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm using the ears. I don't know. So I might have to try something like this.
So, we know a guy. If
it works and it prevents rim lock, like I would for sure spend $6 on a loader. Like that's a no-brainer to me.
Like what is it? It just pushes it in? Just pushes the rounds in?
Is that thing available in Canada? I might buy one right now.
$6.
Yeah, but is it shipped to us?
I don't know. Let's find
I wonder if I could get a Jonathan O'Cab to ship it to me if I pay.
But is your bolt not going down to Voodoo?
What's that?
Are you getting a new bolt nose from Voodoo? They would send you one.
Yeah, actually, I should just message Voodoo. I haven't heard back from them. So,
you need to do that. As a penalty, you should get one for all of your friends that have Voodoos. That's basically me.
Yeah.
Your friends?
Yeah, we are. Sure, aren't we, Matt? We're friends, right, Matt?
Oh yeah,
friends. I lend you stuff, and I lend you stuff. Wait a minute. hey, we're not friends.
I clean all your rifles. Bro.
That's true. That is true.
Back there clean.
And you do an amazing job. Those rifles are going, oh, is this what it feels like to be new again? Because they never feel that way, Matt.
Yeah.
You guys clean your rifles?
I clean Rick's rifles because they have like 20.
I don't clean my rifles. And I lend them to Matt, and then Matt cleans my rifles.
So you know how a 1022 has like an open extract or open firing pin spot? I took out the firing pin in your Ruger bolt, and it was like cleaning out like a friggin' I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good, but it was still working though.
It was working. So
yeah.
So Andre mentions about he hasn't had an issue with the aluminum Voodoo mags, and I just kind of think it brings up a point or whatever. So I have a Rimex. It's working great for me. Somebody else doesn't have a Rimex. It's not working great for them. What are we doing different? We don't necessarily know. Next guy has issues with Voodoo mags, and somebody else doesn't. And I do have a Voodoo mag that I use in my Rimex for my 15-round mag, and I haven't had an issue unless I do it wrong.
The problem is everyone's got a different chassis, right? Everyone's got a different chassis, and they're all adjustable. So who knows? That's the biggest issue. People will look down on these actions because they're problematic. It's because there is no standard, right?
Yeah.
It'd be easy if you went to Voodoo and bought a full rifle, right? In their chassis and say
there are inherent difficulties with using a center fire, footprint for rimfire. I think there's a lot of difficulties there.
Yeah.
And then like what you mentioned, putting them on all these different stocks and chassis and stuff
and triggers, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Some triggers just aren't compatible with like certain Voodoos and Rimexes.
It's just not going to work. So anyway. Here's a question for you, Matt. What are your cleaning procedures? John and I will sit and listen.
It's different for every rifle. I would say like for semis, for everything, I focus more on the action than the actual bore. Like I don't clean my bore very often at all. I don't think I've ever scrubbed my rimfire bore out.
Do you run a patch through?
Yeah, I run patches through it.
That's it. You don't use do you use a brush or just patches?
I'll use a brush in the chamber.
Okay.
Yeah. And then any leftover cleaning solution that I use to clean the chamber might get pushed through the bore once in a while, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah. And like this year, my round counts actually jumped out. Like in 2020, I think I shot maybe 8,000 rounds or maybe 9,000. 2021 is looking to be like definitely over 10,000.
You're denting that pile of ammo you had.
Oh yeah, it's going. So.
Tessero is standing by to fulfill all your ammo needs.
Yeah, but I'm more careful about just keeping my action clean. I know John doesn't care, but I'm pretty anal about that. I'll clean it every so often.
But when I have problems, that's when I clean it. But I've never had problems.
I clean it before I get problems.
See, but you don't know that.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't know that.
Tony, you don't clean your rifle because it's a semi, and 1022s are a pain in the butt to take down. That's why you don't clean your rifle.
I also never cleans a rifle because he just buys a new one to replace it. Tony's had more rifles than anyone else I know.
No, but he does have his trusty 1022.
He's had the most bubbud rifles of anyone I know.
Yeah.
Tony, if you don't know that expression, bubbud, that means modified with passion.
So it's kind of funny. On Facebook, I seen this guy posting these pictures of this ugly
abomination.
No, like
savage
modified. So like
this heavily modified open class custom rig. I met him. I forget when I met him. I did not know what rifle he had. I had no idea, because I often attach people to rifles, actually. So I met him without seeing his rifle, so I don't really know who he is. And then later, I caught on, wait a minute.
It's that guy.
That rifle is Tony's. He did not strike me as that kind of a guy at all. That one, it floored me. Because you look at a guy, and you look at a rifle and say, yeah, they fit. Both neat freaks, right? And you look at the next guy, it's like, yeah, he doesn't give two hoots about his rifle. And you'll see that connection kind of, but with him, it didn't make sense.
John, so Tony also epoxied a Venom red dot onto the bell of his Delta Striker.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa. Hey, John. Yeah. The rebar Ruger guy can't be laughing at other guys' mods. Okay, you do not have a leg to stand on, buddy. Oh, hello, Kettle. This is Pot. You're back. So you take the award for the most bubbud rifle.
Yeah,
it's not one. It's not one piece.
Pieces of rebar on it.
Four. It's not one. It's 4 pieces of rebar, John. That's like what made you stop at 4? Was it money? Was it his weight? Oh man,
yeah,
that's crazy. Like it's that. I think that rifle was unsafe. It's a tripping hazard. It's like an impaling hazard. Like those breacher muzzle brakes people put on their shotguns with there's sharp points on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. That is probably the most bubbled rifle I've ever seen on the firing line, John.
Well, you probably won't see it on the firing line again.
That's got to go into the CRPS Hall of Fame.
No, we should have a museum, a historical CRPS museum.
Yeah,
and
I'll try and
rifle.
I'll try and find the first winning rifle and buy that off.
Yeah,
I'll just trade him a voodoo for it.
Well, you're gonna have to find some random guy in the sticks for a savage, right?
That's true. It's got to be that one though. I have his contact info. I can get it.
Who was it? Who won the very first match?
It's on practice score.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
And he was production, right?
He was production, yeah.
Back then, the production field was much larger than the 3 shooters we get now.
Oh, wait a minute. Was it? Oh, it wasn't that guy. So the winning score was 43 points. It was Brian Bolivar. Hey, Brian. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to steal history from you.
Do you know what rifle Brian was using?
I believe he was using a 1022.
Oh, interesting.
Most of these guys were shooting 1022s, a couple of Savages and a couple of CZ 457s.
455s it would have been.
455s, yeah, 455s.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Except for the Time Traveler guy. He had a Rim X. No, he had a Deuce. The Deuce 2.
So do you have your 16 twist deuce yet? Or they're coming together?
No, I believe they're coming together.
Okay.
I don't know if Donna was in match 2.
Which is match 2?
I'm trying to remember. It was in 2018.
Oh, like the second one ever.
Second ever. Let's see. Sorry, you guys keep talking while I go down memory lane.
Oh, I was just going to say, looking at my practice score, like I'm surprised how many matches I have in here. I have 28 shot matches, and I only started shooting in 2020. That's crazy. Not bad, huh?
You shoot way too much, Matt. You should slow down.
No, Donna was not at the second match.
You say 28?
Okay, I have 28 events in here, but some of them were on the same day. Like some ORPSs were double headers. But in practice score, I have 28 events that have been scored.
I remember this match.
And I have 15.
Yeah, but you weren't shooting as many of the Outlaw matches as I was last year.
I only shot a couple last year and this year too.
Donna was shooting. So I'm just answering Andre's question. He was shooting something with an AICS chassis.
Oh yeah.
AI chassis, something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a 455. Probably. We weren't keeping track of the stats. It was. That's what I remember it was. Because I remember this match. It was at Valcartier, Quebec. It was rainy. Greg Soucy remembers this match very well. He had these orange work gloves that got soaking wet, and the dye transferred to his hands.
That's hilarious.
So he had Cheetos hands for the rest of the day.
Well, that's great. That's great.
It's awesome. You never forget stuff like that. It's good times. It was rainy and foggy.
Yeah, some of the most memorable events have just been in miserable weather. Like during it, it sucks, but it makes for some good memories, you know?
For sure. I'm trying to like all the other ones have been pretty. Like there was the Warren Field early this year with the twitchy tailwinds.
Well, remember the second day of Battle Hill? That was pretty crazy.
Oh, that was epic.
That was
like
nuts,
I had to change halfway through.
Yeah, we were all changing jackets.
It was wet. It was wet. And Adam with his wheelbarrow.
Not yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen the high velocity yet. I don't know if Testro's got any yet. I asked him. I don't think he.
To Asmir and he said he got a couple boxes, but not even a case. So.
Yeah, he didn't put it on the website because he didn't have enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe is what I remember. So, yeah, it'd be interesting though.
Is that the gray and black box? Or is that the semi-auto?
No, that's the red. That's the red box, the high velocity. It's like a red and orangey color, I think. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember it as.
Okay, then I think I got. I'll find out what I got.
Yeah, it's orange.
Orange. Okay, no, that's not the stuff I have. I got maybe a semi-auto.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Okay, no, don't have that.
Yeah, don't.
How much higher?
Don't ask Asbury. He doesn't have any.
Oh, it's about 150 feet per second faster than long range match, I guess. About
1263 feet per second.
Yeah. So, because the long range match is around 1150 or so, right? 1120.
So it's equivalent to like force.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a 40 grain instead of 42.
Yeah, so it's not the 42 grain juggernaut that force is. They should have called it the juggernaut.
Semi-auto rifle. I got some of that, or buddy of mine does, and he's shooting in his 4.57.
So I'm looking, because we're speaking of force and high velocity stuff, I'm looking for a good pair of electronic ear pro that are like in ear, like not the muffs. Because I find the muffs when I go to get my cheek on my gun, like it always gets in the way. I need something that goes in my ear that's electronic so I can hear stuff. I just don't know.
I've never. Yeah, ISO tunes. I've heard ISO tunes, or 3M has, I believe, in ear. Dave Tree might know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't some Caldwell options, but I feel like those are like cheaper and might break. So I
think I just didn't like the battery life.
Auto,
because you have to have like some of them had like bigger auto noise barrier.
They're pricey.
Colin Hart had a question: is force good for CRPS versus sport? I think you got to try it out. A lot of people use force back in the day. People had success with it. But really depends on what works well in your rifle. It'd be hard to say.
I would say it's more rifle dependent than ammo dependent.
Yeah.
Like any match grade ammo is potentially very good for all these matches. It just depends what your rifle likes.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Sorry, Mark asked why I was wearing gloves in my video. It's because I didn't have sunscreen and I sunburned the back of my hands at Magneto-One, so I just wore gloves to keep the sun off my hands. There's really no special reason why.
Well, that's a special reason.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I didn't want to get sunburned.
Special for Matt anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. What else?
I'm going to take a look at these ear pro that Alex linked.
Yeah. So what ear pros is everyone using? Maybe that should be a topic.
Oh, these are $600. They look fancy though. Noise barrier. Noise with a Z or Z.
Yeah, but would you actually buy from a company that spells noise with a Z?
Yeah, they can't get the spelling right. How do you expect them to get the product right?
It comes with a pair of pit vipers. Do you remember who was it? There was a sunglass manufacturer that Bluetooth earphones that came out of was it Oakley? Did Oakley have those?
Yes, it was Oakley. Yeah, it was attached to their. That was probably 12 years ago or something.
I know.
Yeah.
But that was cool though. It's like, that's the coolest thing in the world.
It's because at the time they couldn't fit the technology into the earbud, so they integrated it into the arms of the sunglasses. Oh, they were so corny. I remember those.
You probably had a pair.
No, I didn't. It's only because they were out of my price range at the time, John.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm getting all these good suggestions. I'm going to look all these up later.
Yeah, just screenshot this, Matt. We're just here to help you, Matt. What other questions do you, Matt?
Oh, spend your money.
Yeah. Well, no, I do need them because sometimes if someone is shooting like high velocity with a short barreled rifle and I'm like ROing them, like I'm thinking to myself, I probably should have put earplugs in, but it's too late now, you know?
Yeah.
So.
That's the thing with any of your in-ear ones. If they're half decent, they're not cheap.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. So,
but you guys are still young enough to have a poor quality of life with no hearing. You should invest.
Like what's worse, like spending $600 on Ear Pro or being deaf for for the last 30 years of your life? So.
Depends who's talking.
Yeah, you're right, John.
Yeah, no one will ever ask you to RO as a plus side.
Before should be banned.
Short barrels
with muzzle brakes, loudinators. Yeah. You said that now,
Alex. It's a lot of fun to come on here and just unwind and talk to you guys.
Just hang out, man.
Yeah,
it's a hangout episode.
Like I had a headache before I started.
Oh yeah,
much going on. So I had a headache. Yeah. I should go to bed, but I got to unwind and just make fun of some guys and trash talk to voodoos and get some spice in life again.
Yeah, trash. Basically, you trash talk everybody, John. You're indiscriminately patronizing and looking down on everybody and everything that you did not participate in. Actually, you like shooting those little matches though.
Yeah, I shot a little match this year. I lowered myself and
lowered yourself,
and got beat by the little match shooters.
I did, so I got sick.
could you even see the podium from where you ended up?
Yeah, if I climbed a step ladder.
There you go.
And I'm pretty tall.
You are. Oh.
No, I actually, I really enjoy shooting those matches too. But I know I'm never going to win. So it's for me, it's a social event.
Why would you never win, John?
Because I'd have to practice shooting freehand. Why would I do that when I can practice shooting off of tires?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, hey, you play the game you want to play, man.
Yeah.
You play the game.
But maybe I'll take a look at this freehand thing there before I head out east.
Yeah.
Ottawa.
Positional shooting.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of heading out into certain directions, I was talking to Thomas, and wouldn't it be fun to get a group of East guys, like Ontario guys, to go out to one of the Western, like a 2-day Western match, and just like show them how it's done? Okay.
Well, if we do it right, like obviously this year was a shitty year for anything like that. But I put that poll out to see who would travel to like Winnipeg, right?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking whatever the finals is, like let's get a group of Ontario guys to shoot the Western finals just for fun. Like have a
it wouldn't be for fun. It's for Canadian dominance. Once and for all settle who the better shooters are.
East Coast versus West Coast, that'd be amazing.
There are some phenomenal shooters in both environments. It would be a surprise to see who wins. Because there's some consistent guys out there. I think it would just be a blast.
Yeah, wouldn't that be like anyway? So John and Rick, like we should go out to the West together as a crew and just
it would be.
Yeah. Well, like, wouldn't it be hilarious if we just like totally destroyed them and like the top 8 positions were just all Eastern shooter? This isn't going to happen, but I'm just talking trash here, And like,
there's only 5 of us to go out, so it'd just be the top 5,
right?
Just that would be cool if we took 10 of their shooters to the Eastern finals, took 10 of our best shooters to the Western finals.
Let's do it.
Home turf to see how it ends up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think I make the top 10 in CRPS, so I don't think I'll be the one.
we can rank it however way we want to, guys.
Yeah, right.
You could be the videographer.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll just shoot. Yeah,
and get to shoot also to compensate you for your trouble.
Perfectly. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
It would be interesting to at some point it will be big enough, especially if there's a lot of match directors in the West, where you don't have to work it into a tour and everything like that.
Yeah. It's slowly starting.
Yeah.
Slowly starting.
But once they're, shall we say, self-sustained with match directors for your 1-day matches, and then they have their finale and we do, and then there's the winner takes all.
Yeah, the border.
The Canadian.
True national. Instead of like, I think the issue is that, so there's lots of series that run in BC. There's the Action Rifle Rimfire, and Alex Sherwood started up another league. I can't remember what it was
In BC or Alberta?
In BC.
Oh yeah, okay.
In BC. So those are two, and Josh Botha runs NRL 22s. So everyone's got their own thing going, which is cool because that's what you need to do. So you almost want to call it a non-partisan, non-denominational Rimfire Nationals. Rimfire match. Just the best of the best of the best, sir. You know.
Wait, sorry. You mentioned there's an NRL 22 club in Canada.
Yeah, and Josh Botha from MDT runs it.
I didn't.
He runs a center fire match one day and a NRL 22 match the next day.
That's cool.
That's where like Ryan Stacy won the center fire.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, the day before.
Yeah,
there were a couple of Western shooters. So if you look, Saskatoon cleaned up below Ryan Stacy. So Adam and Dylan DeForest, those guys are all Saskatoon shooters.
So I have a plan, guys. We should bring the Western shooters over to Ontario in the dead of winter because that'll be their downside. Like everyone in BC doesn't know what winter is, right? So we can just shoot when it's like
the Saskatoon boys, they know what cold is.
Yeah, and wind.
And wind.
They would kick our asses.
Actually, I think the Saskatchewan shooters are probably the best shooters in all of Canada because of
they would probably agree with you.
Yeah, no, seriously, because they have to deal with strong winds.
Well, I know. So some of the toughest matches I ever shot were in that southern Alberta and that Saskatoon area.
Okay, my plan doesn't work. I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, hey, it still works. We should try it out anyway because how else are you going to find out? But yeah, well, I guess if you look at who wins at those matches, so Saskatoon team went to BC and they took a lot of podium spots, a lot of top 10 finishes. So they've established themselves.
Yeah.
So
it's because there's nothing else to do in that province. Like, what do you do?
You said it. The Gap.
It's a nice place. I love driving through there.
It's beautiful.
I love driving through. That's the key, right?
You guys are terrible.
No, we love everyone.
I've been there. Actually, my mom comes from Saskatchewan, so I should be careful what I say.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice there. I love all parts of Canada. So actually, well, because no matter what you have, you always want something else, right? So that's people from BC go to Montreal for vacation. People from Montreal go to BC for vacation, right?
And no one stops in the middle.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. You just took it right out.
Oh man, you guys are terrible.
So I've only been in Saskatchewan once in my life, and I've never stepped foot in Manitoba. Interesting, huh?
It's beautiful country.
I gotta do like a cross country road trip, I guess. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Next year, Matt. Next year.
You get paid to do it.
Yeah.
Can't stop anywhere, but.
So you and Dory should take like 4 weeks and just explore Canada, and bring your rifle. And if your stops happen to manage the CRPS Western Tour, what a great coincidence that would be.
Yeah, there we go.
Right?
No, it's funny because I already checked with Dory. I said, hey, like if we were to take a week off and two of those days are shooting, a match out in BC, like would you come? She's like, heck yeah. So,
nice.
Yeah, we should do it.
There's some beautiful ranges, man.
Oh yeah, and I would say their terrain, well, depending where you are, but generally the terrain in like BC and Alberta is a lot more unique. Than our farmland here. Yeah. No offense, John.
lots of mountains, a lot of shooting up a hill at targets on top of a hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you get distance or across valleys. I mean, we don't have to do that for rimfire, but center fire, you're doing a lot of cross. Yeah. So.
No, I do think if we were to go to the west, it'd be if one of us beat, then that guy needs a real good pat on the back because that would be phenomenal shooting. Because we simply don't deal with the wind.
Yeah,
they have a huge advantage there. I think it'll be easier for them to come in here and show us how it's done.
Well, if you look at the Canadian sharpshooter results, right, we had a bunch of guys from all over Canada shoot that. So that could give you an indication of how people would place. Again, after 3 of those types of matches, you have a pretty good idea, right? Mind you, those center fire guys, they never found out that their scopes had a second revolution available to them. So, yeah. I'm going to look down on them. I got this one, John. You can sit this one out. No, but you missed the episode where we were talking about 223s. Were you on that one, John? Kevin was on.
No.
We were talking about 223s and heavy for caliber bullets with a fast twist, like a 1 in 7
like
shooting 90 grain.
It was like a 90 grain, yeah.
90 grain, almost coming up to the same ballistics as a 6BR or something.
Yeah,
it was kind of interesting because you get better barrel life. You're not really, not getting a lot of throat erosion there. So that could be interesting.
Oh, another
we could trash talk the BRA guys now.
Another cool idea would be to get a bunch of Rimfire guys to shoot a centerfire match without having ever shot centerfire to see what happens.
Oh my god, it's doable. All you need is Strelok Pro.
Yeah, it's doable. It would be hilarious to see how we handle the recoil.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, we've all shot centerfire, but I personally have never shot centerfire PRS.
Match. So a centerfire match.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's loud.
It'd be fun to go to one without any practice on a centerfire rifle.
Maybe I'll do that. The noise would be the bigger factor for me.
Right. Well, just, double up ear pro.
Yeah.
We should do that.
You know what? I'm going to say it right now. If there's a centerfire match near me, like next year or something, I might, just for a YouTube video, I might shoot it with zero practice behind a centerfire to see what happens.
No, but you'd go through gathering dope and all that though, right? But you wouldn't have shot a match.
Yeah, I guess I would have to gather dope. But then how do you gather dope like for 1,000 yards if you can only shoot 300? Does that work?
I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
Just calculator. I mean, it's only going to drop 3 inches at 1,000 yards. So do you really need to get dope? look at the Rimfire guys making fun of centerfire shooters.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't need dope. Maybe I'll just borrow someone's rifle that has good dope already.
That's true. Everyone shoots the same, like the 6BR guys, right? Everyone shoots the same action and ammo, so we just all share the same thing. Oh yeah, Andre shot me for only shooting the 300.
All right, interesting. Yeah, because all you need is like a whatever Tika T3X,
Yeah.
Slap a scope onto it.
And an IBI barrel.
Yeah, ACC.
ACC chassis. Yeah. MDT Skypod. And a Minox.
Is the Meaford match caliber restricted though? That's one of the ranges that are caliber restricted. You can only shoot 308, 223.
I shot it. I can't. Well, I was shooting a 647 Lapua.
The Americans come up and shoot their random BRAs and stuff like that, dashers.
Yes. Andre's saying Meaford is open. Dave confirms it's not.
Yeah.
No, 6GT is the new 6GT is the new top caliber, John.
The new hotness.
Yeah, it's the new hotness. That's what Adam Cool told me.
Just another one of the bunch. If you actually look at it from an analytical perspective, pick a cartridge and shoot it. Go to town.
It'd be fun shooting a PRS match with a 4570.
That doesn't sound fun to me at all.
with full bore 405 grain with buffalo sights like that.
I want to shoot a centerfire match with a 6.5 Creedmoor because ever since I got into firearms, everyone said 6.5 Creedmoor is the god round. So I just want to shoot it.
Fundamentals also play a part in that.
100%. Yeah.
I wonder. I think that like based on that Canadian sharpshooter episode we had, I think recoil is the real game changer. That'll be the first one to mess you up.
Yeah, 100%, because there's positions you use in Rimfire that you could totally not get away with if you're shooting a centerfire. Like the way you brace your gun, and like a lot of people will blade their shoulder off it really bad. Like you can't do that if you're behind a centerfire.
Unless your rifle's really heavy. How heavy does your rifle have to be for it not to matter or to be?
Well, I think a lot of centerfire builds are like around 20 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mid-20s.
Mid-20s, geez, okay.
Yeah. But that's the whole thing with going to these little baby cartridges is recoil. And like for your windy environments, that's a huge deal because you have to be able to spot your trace and everything. I think in the east here, it's going to be less of a factor because we're less likely to have wind where we're actually off of the plate.
Right. Yeah. So if you're shooting a centerfire match in Ontario, you just hold edge, left edge. Just hold left edge and you hit everything.
No, that's what the West guys would say. But there is something to that. That is for sure.
Yeah.
And if you were say, was it Dave? I think it was Dave Preston took his 6 Creedmoor to. Oh man, it's a while ago.
It was far.
I hear 6 CM is
but
a barrel burner, right?
he actually took the 6 Creedmoor. Like he can take his dasher or whatever he wants, but he specifically took it because it was a long range match. Sure, he had more recoil, but he had a bigger, more impact because he knew it was going to be a long range match. So it was easier to get visual feedback. But because it's a long range match, he has more time to recover from the recoil and spot his impacts. Whereas if it's a closer range match, then he would have gone with one of his lighter recoiling rifles. But most of us don't have the option of 2 or 3 centerfire options.
John, do you have a centerfire PRS rifle? Or one you could use?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a Savage in.
Let's go shoot a match together and see what happens.
I've been using an ACC. It'll be rough to shoot that chassis.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Be fun to do it though. I might.
We should do it once. Like I don't really have a desire to do it very often. But I just want to try it once to see what happens. Even if I end up last place, I'll have a blast anyway.
You won't end up last place. Hey, look at me. No, that's not bad. Anyway. No, I'm in a trash talking, guys. So I shot 4 stages there Saturday. I still didn't place last.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you were third last, and you only shot 40%.
Oh, I was like, yeah.
Oh, were you? Wow, geez, nice.
John's such an a-hole.
Let's settle this. Let's settle it.
Oh, come on, John. Go, John, go.
We'll just look it open so that we'll take the production guys out.
So John's insulted all the outlaw rimfire guys. He's insulted all of the non-Rimex shooters. Now he's going after everyone who shot the match who scored lower than him.
I got 32nd place out of 37 shooters, and my friend Kevin Weber, who came down with me and had to go home as well, placed 35 out of 37 shooters, and that is his second match. No, he shot 2 outlaw matches. This is his second NRS. Yeah.
Oh, Kevin was there as well.
Yes.
I didn't see him.
Hey, Matt, I'll lend you my Tika T3 CTR.
What caliber is it?
308.
Oh, it's 308. I want a 6.5. Can I rebarrel it?
Yeah, you can rebarrel. Absolutely. I was thinking of doing. See, everyone should have a 308 in the safe.
Does it have a brake on it?
We can take it off.
No. I need a brake for the recoil.
Oh,
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. It's got a brake on it.
Okay, perfect. I'll use it for a centerfire match and see what happens.
Okay. All right.
That would be hilarious. It would be fun to just document the experience. You know what I mean? Like, shoot a centerfire match and see what happens.
Or I can lend you my 6x47 Lapua. I just got to see how many rounds I've got. You got to reload. I got to reload for it.
I would.
That's my excuse too. Plus, Kevin Needwitz would say my barrel's probably going to go out shortly anyway, so I can't risk taking it to a match.
Like you didn't notice.
What's that? Is your thing?
You're a 6
6 SLR.
Oh, XLR.
So, XLR.
Basically a 6 Creedmoor. I got 1,300 rounds through it, and it shoots like it did since day one.
Until it doesn't.
So we're gonna see. That was.
Oh, we should get all the.
But most of the rounds to that rifle have been like PRS style practice and shooting, because I enjoyed that kind of shooting, and most of those rounds happened before I knew about CRPS or outlaw. That was all pre 2019, I guess.
I think we should get a whole bunch of rimfire shooters to travel to a match and shoot a centerfire match and just
this is what we have to do now.
Have a blast. I think that'd be a great way to spend
when a centerfire match pops up in Ontario, let us know and we'll get a bunch of us to do no practice. All you're allowed to do is bench your dope and go shoot a centerfire PRS and see what happens.
Yeah, familiarize.
Then I'm out.
Yeah, Andre here says it's fun and I should just do it. So Andre, squad with me and help me out when we do it. It'll be good.
There you go. There we go, man.
Adam is hoping to run like do a Rimfire Saturday and then Centerfire Sunday type setup.
Yeah, he mentioned that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That'd be a lot of fun for guys.
That'd be a good weekend.
Yeah.
Same course of fire. Nobody has to touch the knob on day 2.
Well, no, but you have to extend the distances for the.
No, keep it the same. It'd be fun. Oh man, that would be fun.
I think you'd call that a meatball match.
Meatball, yeah, definitely a meatball match.
Wait, would it be Rimfire on the first day? Because I guess
usually or one or the other. Like it wouldn't matter.
Usually Rimfire's day 2 because Centerfire is more important than Rimfire.
It's actually been such a long time since I've shot Centerfire. I don't know if I have a flinch now. I wonder if I have a flinch.
Not yet.
It'll be gone.
Yeah, you won't have one now, but you will. You will. You'll develop one by stage 2.
Exactly. Like it's been so long since I shot centerfire. Like maybe I'll have a huge flinch and just not even notice.
No, but you can train that out of yourself, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because I think at this point you're just because you know what no flinch is like. That's the cool part. You've had so many cycles without it.
Yeah.
I think you're just loud noise coming up.
Now that I think of it, the last time I shot centerfire rifle was when all the ARs were banned. That was actually the last time. That's brutal. Jeez.
That's brutal. Yeah, I think I should get a 6.5 Creed.
Did you get your RCMP letter in the mail?
I did.
Yeah.
Here's all the things you now need to do.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be a political episode, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
What irritates me is the commercials.
Oh, yeah, they're on YouTube now too. Like YouTube
the gun crack. It just burns my butt. Burns my butt. Only you can prevent forest fires. Come on, man. Anyway, don't get me started. Oh, Mark Jaws is running 155s on his 308. Classic.
So, okay, John or Rick, whoever has experience, what is the actual recoil difference in a 308 versus a 6.5? Like all else the same weight, same muzzle brake on it. Like, is it substantial? I guess it is.
There's a difference. There's a huge difference. There's a noticeable difference.
Because I've shot 308 quite a bit. I've never shot like one of the super rounds for PRS before.
Like if you're going to compare it to shooting 105s at 2850 or something like that, you're going to be basically half of the felt recoil.
Jeez, okay. So it's substantial.
Oh yeah, very significant. Okay. But if you're going to compare it to a 6.5 running 140 somethings, pushing them really hot, it's not going to be as big. It's still going to be noticeable.
Right.
But rifle setup is like a poorly set up 308 versus a poorly set up light 6mm or properly set up you're gonna have a much bigger difference in that poorly set up rifle.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm gonna lend you the poorly set up Tika T3
CTR. I'll ask around first, Rick. I'll get.
Yeah, you'll ask around, or you could use my properly set up 647 Lapua.
Oh, man.
The one thing, if you get a 308, you can just go out and buy some federal gold medal, and you're usually pretty good.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or just shoot a 223. Just shoot a 223, man.
So is like a 70 grain 223 like competitive at these matches? Again, like it doesn't matter for me because I'm just doing it for fun. But I guess I should ask some of the centerfire guys. I'll reach out to Kevin.
If you were to shoot 80s, fast, then
what twist? Like a 1 and 8 twist?
You need
7
and a half ish. Huh. Like I have a fast twist 223 and I shoot 180s and that thing is like it shoots.
Oh yeah, okay.
My longest groundhog kills. or with that rifle. Like that thing just shoots. But the thing is, once I start getting out past about 700-800, it's not as consistent as a 6mm. But inside, like 500 and in, 223 any day, no sweat.
So if most of our targets in like a CRPS match are like 150 to 250 yards, like 80% of the targets, what is that distance for center fire? Is that like 600 to 800 yards or
triple, quadruple?
Yeah. It's more. It's actually comparing to a 308, it would be your 600 to 800 yards. But comparing to a 6mm, you're you'd be 1200.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Good to know.
So like our 300-yard targets are like shooting a 6 Creed to 1800. If you want it in perspective.
That's a rabbit hole, Matt.
This is all very good information. I'm like, my brain is spinning. What factory gun could I buy right now to try a center fire match?
Just sell your 360 and get a custom. Sell your 360 and get a custom gun, for God's sake.
Yeah.
The Savage
it would be cheaper.
Comes in an ACC.
What's that, John?
The Savage Elite. It comes in an ACC.
Someone just mentioned that in the chat here. Who was it?
Carl did.
Carl. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have looked at because I run a Savage. I like Savage. But they do have their weakness.
Did you just say you like Savage? Publicly?
Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
Absolutely. I'm not ashamed of it. Anytime you want to see a smooth running Savage, you let me know.
Okay.
It's all in setup. Just like getting a Rimex to run or a Voodoo to run or a... It's all in the setup.
They've got a 338 Lapua.
Everyone's telling me what rifle to buy. I'm scared. I'm gonna go on Gun Nuts after this. Just browse the classifieds.
Yeah, that's right. I guess PGW. Then you could have yourself
PGW. That Savage Elite that Savage Elite looks pretty good, man.
Yeah, it comes all decked out, right? In an ACC.
That's by far your cheapest option with everything you need.
It's all done in a 6.5 Creed, $23.99.
They sell it at Cabela's.
Cabela's, man.
Oh, and it comes in 6.5 Creedmoor. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Dory, I'm buying a rifle.
You're buying another rifle.
Oh, that's cool. Is the bolt like bronze color?
Yeah, because it is something coated for what it's called now.
Nitride.
Yeah. Oh, hey, buddy.
Okay, this thing looks sweet.
There's an online retailer selling it for $20.49.
Okay, question: Why does their 110 still have a blade safety on the trigger? Is that normal for Savage?
Yeah, all of the Savage do.
Oh, okay. I guess it just feels like a 2-stage then. That's not a bad thing, right?
Or you just take it out like I do.
Oh yeah, okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't shoot as well with the 2-stage. I find. I like a slightly heavier trigger maybe too, but I don't find it shoot as good.
You know what's funny? This full rifle is actually cheaper than my Voodoo. That's the funny part.
That's what I was saying.
And you get an ACC.
Yeah. Like, oh man, I didn't even think of that. The ACC is like half the price of this rifle.
Yep.
Dang. All right, I'm going to look into this a little bit more. What a bad podcast to be on. I should have sat this down.
But
yeah. Kevin's going down the 53 rabbit hole. Now you're buying a 110.
Is it?
Yes.
You just have to run it hard or what?
I don't have a 100% solution for you. I'm sorry. I find that during running stages, I do not have an issue. So I assume running it fast is part of the answer. But having your mag height correct makes a difference as well. And they're a little bit more difficult to get to feed perfectly smooth versus running like a Curtis or something.
Sorry, this might be a dumb question, but the Savage is not a like AICS mag type thing, right? It's a Savage mag.
No.
Okay.
So
you can run your MDT mags.
Did you see Alex's comment about the PGW M15 in ACC at Dominion Outdoors? For just $1,000 more, you can get the PGW. Seriously.
A lot of people are suggesting Bergars, and I know they're very popular for like a production build.
Yeah, I don't have
Bergars and Tikas.
I don't have experience.
The go-tos, I think.
But just like this is so easy. Just buy a used Tika Action and rebarrel it, and you're done. Right?
Yeah, or don't rebarrel
you,
it.
You like following Phil Vallejo?
Yeah. Yeah, he has a Tika builder now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, you want to do it on a Remington 700 because then you could just grab your chassis and go.
I know, that's why I was thinking.
And if you talk to Ron Sharp, he may or may not have a 6-dasher.
But if I get 6-dasher, I'd have to reload.
True.
Right? Yeah.
Most of these you have to reload.
I'm not planning to.
6.5.
I want to go to Cabela's and grab a box of ammo off the shelf and be like, I'm shooting the match with this. That's what I want to do. So I can't get any of those weird fancy rounds. I think 6.5 is the most,
exotic
round I would be shooting realistically.
I think 6 Creed is out there now, right? 6 Creed.
Yeah, it is. I don't know where you'd find it available in Canada right off the top of my head, but there is factory 6 Creed. Yeah.
Or you know what we should do? If a bunch of Rimfire guys go to shoot a match, we should just buy one rifle and share it between all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, the poor barrel.
Yeah. Just have one handy.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Bullseye North, 6 Creed 108 ELD match. There you go.
Bullseye North.
Yeah.
How much?
But it's only Hornady ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you like Federal more, John?
He likes Burger.
Yeah, Burger bullets shooting every gun I have. Hornady, not so much. I find they're a little bit more hit or miss. For me to be able to get them to shoot good.
There's rules against sharing rifles, apparently, which I guess makes sense.
In CRPS.
No, Andre is talking about centerfire.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is there also in CRPS?
Yes, sir. You can do it one time.
Oh, what's the point of that?
That way, exactly what you're talking about. We can't do a custom build and the 3 of us run it.
But it doesn't give anyone an advantage, does it? Like, what's the...
Yeah, but mentally it does. So, Buddy over there with his... Well, Tony with his creation. Yeah, he'll be looking over at us and them suckers, they're winning because they're running this $5,000, $10,000 rig. It's not fair. No, it doesn't matter whether it helps or not. It's just the perception.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, Andre. He says, well, if you miss, you tell the next guy what you did, and he cleans it. It just looks worse if you were using the same rifle, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, I wouldn't want to share with you because you'd run the length of bowl too far out and the cheek piece way up. And...
you misshapen hobbit. That's the subtitles.
Think, who else can I trash talk today? Kevin's not on.
With 223, you can shoot FTR. What is FTR? Someone explain that acronym to me. Factory reload.
It's FTR, but I don't know what it's FTR. Like, Matt, come on.
What's FTR? I'm not part of the centerfire world.
I don't know what that. I don't actually know what it stands for, to be honest with you.
Is it factory ammo? Is that what he's saying?
It has to do with tactical.
Oh,
yes, F-class tactical rifle. Yeah. So it's an F-class match, but you'd have to run a tactical cartridge. So you'll be a 308 or a 223, and you'd have to run. I believe you have to run 69, or you wouldn't be able to run 80s in the 223. 308's so there's restrictions on what bullets you can end up using and stuff.
Yeah, I want to do more.
And it's not PRS.
I was gonna say I want to do PRS, not F class. Nothing's wrong with F class. I just not really my type of thing.
Hey, John, you want to chime in on F class?
I know John is like he used to be super into F class, wasn't he?
Were you?
Oh, no, he was a
no long range
rifle.
No,
I was.
No,
I was
sorry,
a
John
rifle.
Ocab was service.
Oh,
rifle,
okay, right, yeah.
And Rick was service rifle as well.
Yeah, until that whole sport disappeared.
Yeah, that sucks.
Overnight, that fateful day.
Oh, you can do tactical class in PRS, which is 308 and 223 only. That's interesting.
Yeah.
If there's a class for that, like I would just pick up a 223 and just run that.
I wonder. Oh, yeah, cool. I'm just gonna check the squad list for that sharpshooter challenge. See how many people shot. I believe it's like production class in CRPS.
So what matches have this tactical class? That sounds like something I'd be into. Because I don't have to worry about all this like ammo stuff and fancy whatnot. I just get 223 and shoot that. That sounds amazing.
PRS does.
Like any PRS match?
All the PRS matches do, yes.
Yeah.
All of them.
Dang.
You'd probably take first because none of us would.
So
it's like the production class. I just enter and get first. I'm down. Let's do it.
there were 5 guys at the Canadian sharpshooter that shot tactical.
Okay.
5 out of 108.
How many productions?
1 second. One moment, please.
So here's a question for you, John.
Oh, it's important to us.
2.
If 2, that's it. Wow.
So production's the way to go then.
Yeah, maybe I'll do production. Wait, what's the rules for production in these matches? Is it just
actually? I'll bet you can shoot that Savage Elite
in production
because they kind of got messed up rules when it comes to production.
You can't shoot that. That looks like an open gun to me.
No, because they got the dollar value really high, so you can get in like your cheapest custom, semi-custom, stocked custom builds, however you want to word it. This is going to sound really bad, depending who it. But yeah, I'll just shut up.
So if you're actually in tactical class, would it be better to go 223 or 308? That's my next question.
If they're running electronic hit indicators, 223.
Right, I see what you mean. This is all very good information. I have a lot of research to do for this podcast.
How else can we spend your money, Matt? Let's talk about your cars. I think you need a Toyota Tacoma.
No, Adam just got a Tundra, I think.
I know. He had to upgrade.
Guard.
He had to upgrade because of his new trailer. I know. Hey, wait, what did he do with his old trailer? Hey, wait a minute, I see an opportunity.
Well, he still has it. He was using it at the match we were just at.
Oh, did he get the new trailer?
He doesn't have it yet. He doesn't have the truck yet. He's still waiting. Yeah.
No, but what about the trailer? Is he upgrading his trailer?
I think so. He's getting a new trailer. Yeah.
Oh, let me talk to him. WXTI. Nice.
That was actually my dream car when I was like in high school. Was the STI? It was like a cool little rally car zipping around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Jonathan. Actions. They're a lot looser, and yeah, I know what he's saying. If you don't like a sloppy bolt feel, then it's not for you.
I'm thinking Matt's a tight bolt feel guy.
I think Tikas get the best reputation for a factory action in terms of how they feel, like the T3Xs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I might, if I were to go, can a T3X be a production class gun? Because then I would just get a T3X and call it a day.
Yeah, but the issue you'll run into is depending what modifications you can do to it and stay in production versus spending the money for a production rifle that has everything.
Ah, dang, so many.
I'm not quite sure how the rules.
I'm going to talk to
their modification rules are.
I'm going to talk to a PRS centerfire expert to get me into the most least shot division so I can do the best.
Well, the thing is, you can like Lee Gardner. What's his company?
Budget Shooter Supply.
GA Precision.
Oh,
you can buy one of his stock. No, George Gardner. My bad. GA Precision. Yes, you can buy one of his cheaper builds. And it'll just so slide into production category. It's the same action as a custom build. It's the same barrel as a custom build. It's the same stock as a custom build. But just so squeaks in by its dollar or whatever. And you can shoot production.
Interesting. This is all
very interesting. There is a guy who... Yeah, anyway.
I like how Matt is at the point. He's mastered Rimfire. Now he's branching out into centerfire.
I have not mastered Rimfire. That's a lie. I just I want to just try centerfire.
Like a 4th place finish, the guy's already moving on. It happens so quickly, John. I'm surprised you're still around, John.
This whole centerfire the center fire thought has been in my brain for quite some time, just because like you watch all these powerless matches and they look so much fun, you know, and nothing against Rimfire obviously, but you're missing that bite of recoil, you know, to like get it under your belt. So I might pick Andre's brain about what rifle to go with. We'll see what happens. Maybe I don't even do it.
Oh yeah, Adam did just buy ATV.
I'm just thinking like I'd rather shoot 2 matches than 1 match. But you talk to Kevin Needwoods, like for him, if he's got to travel 20 hours or whatever to some match, he may as well fly. Then he may as well shoot center fire, right?
Yeah.
So in his shoes, the equation is different. In my shoes, I've got 4 matches within 2 hours of home. So it looks totally different, right?
Yeah.
And I can go to Ottawa too once in a while, just because.
Well, if you can get to Magnetawan, you can get to Ottawa.
True.
Oh no, Ottawa's farther for you, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I can run up to Magnetawan in the morning.
Yeah,
like that's what we did the last match there.
Right.
I left 4 in the morning. I want to say it's not that bad.
How'd you do in that match?
6th, I believe.
Oh, not bad.
I'm hung up on shooting 6 for some reason.
We actually did a debrief. Remember, John said he shot 6, but he wasn't happy with it, and then you teased him because he was already top 10.
I tease everybody.
I stick my mouth and my foot so many times.
Yeah.
Your mouth in your foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I placed 6. Yeah,
that's not bad.
Andre got me by 1 point. I just can't let that happen again.
Andre was shooting really well that weekend. Both days, Andre was top 5, I think.
Yeah,
I believe anyway.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Keep it up, Andre. You're doing great, man. What was he shooting? Voodoo or Rimex?
It's a Voodoo. It's a left-handed Voodoo. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In a blue chassis.
It's a blue KRG Whiskey 3 or whatever the high-end one is.
Yeah, you got lucky twice, Andre.
Them's fighting words. Andre shooting that Avonmore match. Rimfire at the quarter. You got to get out there, John.
I got to come out there and show him how it's done.
And just put $50 on the table. Andre's going to put $50 on the table, and
you're going to add $50.
Who places 50? Who places 5th at that match?
No, but I'm going to get first. So why I'm going to lose my $50?
Oh, that's true. Well, no, you get the $50, and I will give you $50 if you win that match. How's that? Oh, there you go.
16-inch T1X.
Finishing 4th on Sunday. Not bad.
Is he talking about the Magnetawan match?
I think probably.
Okay. Yeah, he'd have to be because he said Sunday. Or he tried to say Sunday, but...
Sunqui.
I like shooting
Andre's up for a challenge, Jen.
Yeah.
Well, it's always good.
The first time I shot with him was down at the Frozen Fingers match, and
that was a good match.
That was the first time we say hi or whatever. It's the first time we talked. We had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good having friendly competition within the squad. At least for me, like it helps my mental game. Like when Pascal, the second day of Magnetawan, before we shot the first stage, he's like, I'm going to try and beat you today. I was like, okay, it's on, you know, like now it's funny. It's almost more motivation than trying to do well at the match itself.
Trying to beat it changes the dynamics.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I've never been on a bad squad, but when you're on a great squad, it's a ton of fun because everyone just kind of pushes everyone that much higher.
I agree.
So.
Yeah, I've never been in a bad squad where I was like, I wish I was in a different squad. There's definitely some fantastic squads, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were 18th and he was 21 on day 1. So it was close.
It was brutal. Yeah, we both shot like crap. And then on the second day, we both shot a lot better. What was it, second day?
54 and 50. He was only 4 points behind you.
Yeah. And second day, he was only a couple points behind me as well, like two.
Yeah,
3 points.
poor Thomas. Yeah, we went through this, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really hope I can get out there to.
Well, it'll be good to see you. It'll be good to see you again, John.
Get back another run.
And if I don't see you that weekend, I'm going to be at your match on the 28th.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. Is that dirt pile we shot off of on the attack on Hoth stage like a permanent fixture there? Like, or
that thing was supposed to have been cleaned up 3 years ago. I don't know. Someday I'll take a day off work and get my work done around here.
Because the other day, Dory, she associates your match with the dirt pile.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, I don't know if it's forever there. Like, I don't know what the story is behind that dirt pile.
No, it's supposed to leave sometime.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I should leave it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Why not?
It's fun to shoot.
So my brother-in-law has this property. I don't know.
You should have a
Flat
CRPS
fields
match, John.
are kind of boring, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
Yeah.
not really. Not if you have 180-degree arc of fire.
Yeah. I'm thinking next time, straight line, lots of troop lines, average 2 MOA targets.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, technical match. Yeah.
Yeah, like not much movement.
Run and gun. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
Change it up.
Let me know before, and I'll make sure I don't show up.
No, I was thinking like lots of time, so time's not an issue, and small, hard to hit, precision targets.
So what's the winning score, you think?
Yeah, no freehand, not a chance, Carl. I don't know, because it'd be a lower round count match.
Yeah.
So
keep it at 100 so we can.
Yeah, like somewhere around 100. Like none of this 120 stuff.
Yeah. So like 60 would be a winning score there. You gonna make it that hard?
Oh,
higher,
no.
like 75, 80.
It gotta be a little bit higher.
It always has to be around 80 at least.
Well, two MOA targets.
But then I gotta make the targets too big.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
2 MOA is not a 75 match.
No, it's not at all, actually.
No,
I think I better leave that. Bad idea.
I agree.
You could.
Bad idea.
You could put it and call it like pain and suffering match, whatever, right?
No, you should call the match size doesn't matter. You should call it
that'd be awesome.
Doesn't matter.
In brackets, the emasculator. Yeah.
I missed what Matt said though.
About what? What you should call it?
Yeah.
You should call it size doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That'll be a good name.
Yeah. Yesterday was your last good day match. Yeah.
All right, guys, it's
Cool.
getting late. I gotta head out soon.
Right to do that.
You could, John. If you're the match director, you could do whatever the hell you want. As long as you warn everybody.
It's gotta be fun. It's gotta be fun.
Yeah.
Gotta be fun. And all stages have to be consistently difficult, I think.
Yeah.
That's pretty important, but
we'll
see what happens.
All right, Matt. I know you got to get off. It's we're already 2 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Time flies. I feel like it was gonna be a quick hangout session.
There's just so much trash talking to be done.
I know. It's just fun to watch John just unload on people.
Yeah. No, it was like seriously, it was a lot of fun to just come on here and trash talk because
good. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's been a stressful week, so
I bet
it's really good to unwind with the guys.
Good.
Absolutely. And I like how the guys join in on the comments and kind of
it's fun.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Colin signed up for his first CRPS match. Any tips for the new shooters?
Come be willing to lose.
Yep. Don't have any expectations. Friendly attitude. Ask for help. Guys are more than willing to share advice.
Colin, squad with us. Squad 3.
Yeah. Plus, we can set you up with a mentor as well.
We'll all mentor you. It'll be like a village raising a child.
Torment or mentor?
Both.
Both. Yeah. Squad 3, Colin.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you. Hey, Rob, are you shooting the match? Oh, you're with Thomas. Okay, you're good to go.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Thomas will take care of him.
Yeah. Are you a part of the Stittsville Mafia, Colin? Have we met? I'm trying to remember.
He is at Stittsville. I don't know if he's.
Yeah. Did he shoot the last Outlaw?
No, he wasn't there. No.
Okay. All right.
But he shot Outlaw matches before.
Yes, he shoots Outlaw.
Oh, then you're good.
You're good to go.
Oh,
yeah.
If you can do an Outlaw match.
Yeah, he's fine. He's
Watch your mouth, John.
He's a left-handed CZ455 shooter.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to make sure you know how to use the second dial on your turret, and then you'll be fine.
Oh yeah, that'll be the big one. And
always know where your 0 is. Yeah.
Oh, and sometimes you'll have to hold off the target for wind too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas will tell you all about it.
Yeah, he's really good at wind. Oh boy!
Oh, a little trash talk.
Shots fired.
Okay. Shots fired. All right. yeah, but Pascal's
that's like a year ago.
Pascal's got a deuce now, so he's untouchable. Oh, he's definitely not production though.
That thing shoots too. He really likes it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. He said he's happy so far.
Yes.
I'm hoping to be able to put it through its paces shortly.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, gentlemen. What do we say we call it an evening?
Sounds good. It was nice talking.
Good for you, John?
Pardon? Was that right?
Good for you? We're going to call it an evening. Any shout-outs again?
I'm easy.
Thank Asmir and Miriam at Tesro for their generous support of the Rimfire Nation podcast, available on all of the podcast servers and also on the CRPS YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, share with your friends. If you appreciate the show, show your appreciation. That's a line from a busker. All right. Any shout outs, guys?
Shout out to Adam Cool for the match. That's pretty
Cool.
awesome. Yeah.
Special K. I call him Special K.
Oh, I like that. All right. Special K. Shout out to him.
Special K. Awesome. Thanks, Adam. John, take it easy, man. Hope you guys have a good week. Our thoughts are with you and your family.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. It was great chatting with you.
Oh,
it is 2 weeks.
Your NASCAR shirt.
Yeah. Thanks to Kevin. Yeah.
Thanks to Kevin.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Good night, everybody. See y'all, folks.
Yep. Good night.
See you on the firing line. Take it easy.